Welcome to my channel, Expression Personnelle Tarot, where everything happens for a reason. If you happen to come across this message, well, welcome. This is a channel that whatever I read for, whatever your placements are, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising, I even go down into the 12th placement charts, and there's a 13th sign that nobody likes to talk about. And so hopefully soon we'll be talking about that as well. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Let's find out what sign I'm going to be reading for, shall we? I really do need to go grab my cup of coffee, though, because I wake up every single morning where I stay up late a lot creating. That's what I do. All night long, baby, it's all night long. Something about 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock today. An astronaut as well. Okay, we're going to be doing the Page of Swords today. So we're going to be doing some Gemini. Gemini in the eye, which I love Gemini. So we're about to find out what's going on. It looks like there's a little bit of gossip going on with you, Gemini. Uh-oh. You're going to need to take some action. Blocky from difficult people. Let's find out a little bit why and what's going on here with this Page of Swords with Gemini. Be bold. Do not miss out on a grand opportunity. The mirror reflects a sociopath or a narcissist. So steer clear of any narcissist right now. I feel as if there's somebody that's doing a little bit of gossiping about you, trying to somewhat really act a little childish here. You need somebody that's like on your behalf, an advocate of some kind. Yes. Okay. There's no reciprocity. You have to walk away. You have to walk away. What's really odd about this situation here with the Five of Pentacles is that there's somewhat of a financial loss when you walk away from the situation here. Where's my attention? Am I matter? Do I love? Do I matter? Am I loved? I believe your downfall. So there's someone here that is somewhat of a master smoozer. Here, Gemini, I just see where, you know, your intellect kind of like travels a little bit. And you're like, really? Am I really about to have to like walk away from a situation? Yes, there's the Tower moment. But it's in here. It's here. It's in reverse. Things are being illuminated to you. You see what this is doing. There is a amount of like a wake-up call here. The longer you stay in this situation and you don't move on alone, this is an amount of inner strength that you got to have at this time. You really have to be determined. You got to make progress. And when things don't go your way, Hold on for one more day. It's like by night my life is a wreck. By day my life is, you know, here I am. And I'm going to tell you like this. With this card, what I see is while your life feels like it is falling apart, there's still those friendly people that are around you. When we pair it with this 5 of Pentacles there is a lot of people who are coming to you and they ask you for help all the time. And I see that it's going to be very clear who's using you and who is not using you. Ain't nothing to cut them off. Get rid of them. Some of these people need to be removed out of your life. There's too many people in the boat. Too many people that are willing to someone here is upset that you were not helping them. You're going to be tested here. Overall, the blessings, the stuff you work hard for here, that's not for no one else. The stuff that they do that gets them stuck in the position that they're in that position on their own. That's not your fault. And I don't understand how somebody can turn around and gossip about you like that. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. You're going to wind up forming that concept there that they're using you. And when that happens, stand up for yourself. Take action towards this. Because you really, man, you got your blessings to carry you, you know. And when you got it, you got it. When you don't have it, you don't have it, you know. And there you are in your solitude, the Hermit, September, heartbroken, 3 of Swords, some kind of truth. But nonetheless, you still are making progress. You're determined to move forward. This is very much the process of management. This is really trying to make your life a lot more manageable. Tell me about this Strength card here. Gemini is trying to Manage everything. Keep things in order. Keep things on track. Make progress. Determined to... Some of you are moving completely. You're coming up with different... Like your inspiration feels a little bit clouded at this time as well. As everything feels like it kind of closes down around you. And... with the Ace of Wands, the Tower, things went to a screeching halt, I'll tell you that. And with the Chariot here, I just got it. Y'all aren't going to believe this, right? I'm telling you, this is how it works. Gemini. It's going retrograde right now. It's going in reverse, right? This weekend, I need you to watch out. Watch out as things go to a screeching halt, okay? If this hasn't happened to you yet and you feel like really hurt, this is something where you're going to be like, you know, you're cutting them off. You don't want to have nothing to do with them no more. That hurt, you know. I mean, it's someone you care about very deeply. I mean, there's somewhat of a financial loss. You know, and for all this to be going on, this doesn't feel like it was planned for, and you're really having to have a lot of self-control. And that's due to that Mercury retrograde. I'm telling you, this is Mercury going forward, making progress going forward. Watch, give me one more card. Watch this. The loss, the sadness there. The Cups in reverse. I'd rather see that in reverse. The transformation going into October. Death. I cannot make this up. It is happening in front of my face right now. Mercury's going retrograde. So this is leading up into Mercury retrograde. So basically you're going to have to work really hard. Really, really hard. And don't allow... you're going to feel like, oh my God, I like... Gemini, you're going to feel like you... I'm telling you, when this brings you back to yourself in October, you're going to feel like you dodged, you know, oncoming train. I'm telling you, you're going to feel that. You're going to feel this change. You might be sad, but if you have that inner strength, that confidence to be able to push forward alone through this kind of difficult time, I'm telling you, Mercury goes direct October 2nd. October 2nd. I see some of you relaxing with friends as well. I don't like... There's someone around you. They understand. You know what I'm saying? They understand. And this could even be someone a little bit older. Who knows? But I feel as if there's someone friendly around you. Someone, a younger energy. That somewhat communicates with you during this amount of drama, and you're trying to negotiate with them, and you're trying to like tell them how you're able to try to balance out all this stuff that's going on around you, and it really is, you know, it's really helping you push out of the situation that you're going through. So clear up until November. You might have this feeling of, I like dodged that one. Thank God, you know, that some of the stuff in here is like there's the light at the end of the tunnel. There's light at the end of the tunnel, but is it an oncoming train? You know, you don't know. But at the same time, Spirit's sending you a miracle. These miracles happen around you, and it kind of shows you this aha moment to give you that patience with yourself through this time of transition. You understand what I mean here with the Death and the Temperance. And I know that things are going to roll in your favor, and it's going to be the completion of this cycle that you've been going through. Sagittarius is your opposite, Gemini. And with that Knight of Swords here, there's something kind of offbeat with you right now going on. It's important to address the drama, but at the same time, I just don't want you to stay focused on something that doesn't serve you. I want you to be able to for the collective, personally, I would have the inner strength to be able to as much as I would not want to talk to someone I didn't like or has hurt me, I would rather have loved than to not have loved at all. But at the same time, if I was dealing with all this drama, you know, I might not overanalyze as well what is going on. You have to take a step back. You have to hermit. You have to acknowledge that you're heartbroken. So Spirit here is kind of saying you kind of have that offbeat sense of humor right now, even with your friends, you know, while you're drinking your coffee or your tea or whatever you do with your friends. They got, you know, some of these people you could have known for so long, but I see them determined, strong, and I see some people here coming around because they like the drama. They like to hear all your drama. That's got to change. So you need to kind of find out what, like, get that balance back in your life, Gemini, to where you can move on. You can move on here. You can move on here. You can take care of yourself, you know, and the days will get better. I've seen better days. Boom, 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 boom. And what's that other one? But you put up a parking lot. Ba, ba, ba. Anyway, these are the some about parking lot. A car parking lot. But anyway, so you're moving on alone. From whatever the situation is, you're moving on, and very rightful ending too. So this is one of these difficult situations with the Ace of Wands. And it's, at least we have the Ace of Wands. It might be in reverse. And it's difficult condoning what's, you know, what you're dealing with, but at the same time, there's something new coming into your life. There's something that's going to help you enterprise, and you just might be looking for more advocates more than you think, but you never know. They might actually just be there feasting on your drama, so watch out for that. What can Gemini be doing at this time to better their life? Gemini be doing to better their life? What's going on? Motivator. There's a skill you possess. It needs to be shared with the world. You need to consider a career in coaching. Gemini is known for communication, motivational speaker, standing on stage, you know, speaking your truth, helping those, being a wonderful example. These are the things that you might be in need of in a motivational speaker at this time. Someone to help you push through all that you've been going through. It's like a health check. It's like a health check. It's just time to replenish your energy so you can make forward progress. Check on your health. Make sure different things are right. Some of you, X-ray looks prominent here. It looks like things are okay. Some of you could be getting, you know, like you're in good health. And some of you would do really well. You massage therapy, healing work. You know, possibly someone around you could be telling you, you know, why don't you go back to school at this time? I'm hearing that as well. And I'm also hearing just the medical field. Yes. These are the things that are going to help you enterprise. These are the things that are going to bring in that new beginning for you. Huh. Let me grab a stone card for you. Y'all have no idea how many studies I have. You know, what do they say about a cluttered mind to a cluttered desk or something? So Spirit just literally told me that it's okay to have a cluttered desk. Because I don't have a simple mind, you know. Let's see here. What kind of stone can we pull for the Gemini? Keep you protected. Keep you protected at this time. My tarot here speaks through me and helps guide these messages for you, Gemini. Clear quartz. Get crystal clear. Get crystal clear. And that's kind of going back to that situation where I was like, what would I do in your situation? And Spirit here, speaking through the tarot, says get crystal clear. So there's a little education there. And embrace change with phantom quartz, leading back to that death card, that transition. We have Valentine. Valentine. Here, it looks like an ivy that is growing up here. It's a vine. Valentine, vine. A goose. An astronaut. And an apple. Jump rope, king, kiss, children, soccer, jacket, jam, jet, vase, Jeep, King, Goose, Astronaut, Vine, Kick and a Kiss. Kick, kiss, jump rope. So, feels as if some of you need to really play with your kids. It looks like sports, soccer, different things like that. You know, what are the things that you used to love to do? Whatever the situation it is, it's bringing you back to yourself. The things, you know, I mean, to the first time like you were loved by your parent, to the things you used to do as a child. Look at all the different levels that you've made it through. Here, you've gone a long way. Right now, you're a little bit crowded, like clouded in the mind here. You're way up here, and it's time to ground yourself at this time. Okay? Spirit is saying you are not to be controlled by anybody. Nobody is over you. Okay? Some of you men out there, you feel like, you know, you're trying to be a king or whatever, and you don't get the, you know, you're not nobody's little doll, you know. So you're going to ride out, you know. With that jug there, there's so much emotion, but at the same time, there is a lot of faith and hope in the same situation. It's going to lead to a golden opportunity for you. Here, you're going to fly. Things are going to actually progress forward. Here, with this, we have that star card with that jug here. It reminds me of Aquarius energy there. Air energy here. Air, things are going to be taken off for you. Some of you could be experiencing flying at this time. Here with this jacket, it's better to put on than to put off. But with the jacket there, this definitely tells me that there's something like also in your closet, like from the 80s. It's very much from the 80s. And you might notice as you travel and you go places, like they're bringing that back. You know, like that style that I had when I was younger is here again. But as the colder weather comes in, you know, and all the way up until clear of November, there is a lot of transition happening for you. And considering that Sagittarius is your opposite Gemini. And also Gemini is known for teaching and communication. It's a sign of communication. What Lilith resides and exalts in Gemini. You're shared by Virgo, which is now it's September right now. Okay. So we have jam here. Now I see some of you like almost living on like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because you don't feel like going nowhere. You know, you got to put on your jacket and go someplace. Do what you got to do. With this jam here, you had all these strawberries, you know, and when you add a little bit of sugar and you do what you got to do before they start to get bad, and you jar it and you take it out little bit by little bit. You don't go eat all this at one time. You know, it's a little taste here and there. So as we progress through into that colder weather, be sure to bring your jackets. Make sure that things are jarred and taken care of. Get all your storings good. I see some of you worried about winter clothes and food that's going to perishables and different things, non-perishables. So I think that could help you benefit at this time right now. And just remember, I got one more for you, Zebra, and it actually stops right there. So, oh, and we had that apple. Okay, and that brings me back to that Lilith energy, that Gemini energy. Remember that zebras never change its stripes, okay? It is a zebra, right? If you need to tap into your spirit animals, you can really become the zebra. You can see your stripes on you. And sometimes zebras are very... They like to graze. They're just naturally in their nature. They just do themselves, you know. And but also, you know, they can't change who they are. Yeah. All right, Gemini, I hope this reading helped. And anyway, please subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date. Check out my other videos. I've got a lot of other amazing readings for you. Yeah.